The sweet truth about honey. Imagine this. You're standing in your kitchen, a golden jar of honey glinting under the soft glow of the overhead light. Its amber hue catches your eye, inviting you to drizzle it over warm toast or stir it into your morning tea. For centuries, honey has been celebrated as nature's gift, a sweetener that not only delights the taste buds but also nourishes the body. But what if I told you that this seemingly innocent nectar could harbor hidden dangers when paired incorrectly? Honey, often hailed as one of the healthiest natural sweeteners, is more than just a spoonful of sweetness. It's a powerhouse of antioxidants, enzymes, and antimicrobial compounds that have stood the test of time. Archaeologists have unearthed jars of honey from ancient Egyptian tombs, still perfectly edible after thousands of years. This miraculous preservation speaks volumes about its unique properties. Yet, even something as pure and timeless as honey can become problematic when misused. Today, we're going to peel back the layers of this sticky subject. We'll uncover the lesser-known risks of combining honey with certain foods, risks that range from digestive discomfort to increased inflammation, memory loss, and even links to serious conditions like cancer. But don't worry, this isn't a tale of doom and gloom. Far from it. Alongside these warnings, we'll explore 3 powerful pairings that elevate honey's healing potential, transforming it into a tool for vitality, longevity, and well-being. By the end of this journey, you'll not only understand how to use honey wisely, but also why paying attention to food combinations matters more than ever as we age. So grab a cup of tea, settle into your favorite chair, and let's dive deep into the sweet truth about honey, a story of balance, wisdom, and care. A golden legacy, why honey deserves our respect. To truly appreciate honey, we must first acknowledge its extraordinary origins. Picture a bustling hive, alive with activity. Thousands of bees work tirelessly, collecting nectar from flowers, transforming it into liquid gold through a process of regurgitation and evaporation. The result? A substance so potent that it defies spoilage, outlasting civilizations and preserving its nutritional integrity across millennia. Raw honey is more than just a sweetener. It contains amino acids, trace minerals like iron and zinc, and natural sugars that provide quick, clean energy without the crash associated with processed sugar. In traditional medicine systems like Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, honey has long been revered for its ability to soothe sore throats, support digestion, and act as a natural anti-inflammatory agent. Modern science backs many of these claims, highlighting honey's role in boosting immunity, fighting free radicals, and promoting wound healing. But here's the catch. While honey itself is a marvel, its interactions with other foods can tip the scales between nourishment and harm. Think of honey as a key player in an orchestra. When paired harmoniously, it creates a symphony of health benefits. But when mismatched, discord arises, leading to unintended consequences. In the next section, we'll delve into the darker side of honey, the dangerous pairings that can undermine its goodness and jeopardize your health. But fear not, because knowledge is power. By understanding these pitfalls, you'll be equipped to make smarter choices and harness honey's full potential. The dark side of honey, dangerous pairings that harm your health. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the bear in the honey pot. While honey is undeniably beneficial on its own, pairing it with the wrong foods can silently sabotage your health. These combinations may seem innocuous at first glance, but their cumulative effects can lead to inflammation, digestive distress, nutrient depletion, and even long-term complications like memory loss and cancer. Pairing number 1, honey and soy products, a hidden clash. Let's start with a combination that might surprise you. Honey and soy products like tofu, soy milk, or edamame. At first glance, this pairing seems wholesome and nutritious. After all, soy is lauded for its heart-healthy plant-based protein, while honey boasts an array of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. What could possibly go wrong? The issue lies in chemistry. Honey contains organic acids such as gluconic acid, citric acid, and others that give it a slightly tangy flavor. Soy products, on the other hand, are rich in proteins. When these two meet, a reaction occurs that leads to protein precipitation, a fancy term for clumping. Instead of being digested and absorbed efficiently, the soy protein forms clumps that pass through your digestive tract largely unused. For younger individuals with robust digestive systems, this might not pose much of a problem. However, as we age, our digestion naturally slows down. Stomach acid production decreases, enzyme levels drop, and the gut becomes more sensitive. Introducing a difficult-to-digest pairing like honey and soy can exacerbate bloating, gas, and general discomfort. Over time, repeated exposure to poorly absorbed nutrients can weaken the digestive system, placing extra strain on vital organs like the liver and pancreas. But there's another layer to consider: energetics. In Eastern food philosophy, every ingredient carries a thermal property. Some are warming, while others are cooling. Soy is considered a cooling food, calming and soothing to the body. Honey, by contrast, is warming, energizing, and heat-producing. When consumed together, they clash energetically, creating internal confusion that manifests as fatigue, sluggishness, or digestive unease. If you've ever enjoyed soy milk sweetened with honey and felt unusually heavy or gassy afterward, it wasn't your imagination. It was your body signaling trouble. Listening to these subtle cues is essential for maintaining harmony within. Pairing number 2, honey and tannin-rich foods, a stealthy saboteur. Next up is a pairing that might hit closer to home for many Americans: honey and tannin-rich foods like black tea, green tea, or unripe fruits. Who hasn't stirred a spoonful of honey into a steaming cup of tea, believing they were doing their body a favor? Unfortunately, this seemingly virtuous habit can do more harm than good. Tannins are natural compounds found in many plant-based foods. They're responsible for that dry, slightly bitter taste you notice in strong tea or underripe fruit. On their own, tannins aren't inherently bad. In fact, they possess antioxidant properties that combat free radicals and support heart health. However, when tannins encounter minerals like iron, which honey contains in small but significant amounts, they bind together, forming insoluble complexes that your body cannot absorb. Why does this matter? As we grow older, our bodies struggle to absorb iron efficiently. Low iron levels can leave us feeling fatigued, foggy, and short of breath during everyday activities. Adding honey to tannin-rich beverages essentially negates its nutritional value, flushing away potential benefits instead of allowing them to nourish your cells. And then there's the issue of heat. Many people pour boiling water directly over honey-laden tea, unaware that high temperatures destroy honey's delicate enzymes, vitamins, and antioxidants. To preserve its integrity, experts recommend using warm water between 130 degrees Fahrenheit and 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and adding honey after the tea has cooled slightly. Beyond nutrient loss, tannins themselves can irritate sensitive stomachs, especially when consumed in large quantities or on an empty stomach. If you've ever sipped a strong cup of tea and felt tightness or heaviness in your abdomen, you're not alone. Combine that with honey, and you might inadvertently create a recipe for mild discomfort, even if your intentions were pure. Pairing number 3, honey and onion, a recipe for digestive chaos. Finally, let's address a trend that's gained traction in recent years: onions soaked in honey. Promoted as a homemade remedy for colds, coughs, and even high blood pressure, this combination has garnered attention online. Both ingredients boast impressive health credentials. Onions reduce inflammation and support heart health, while honey offers antibacterial and soothing properties. So what's the problem? The culprit lies in allicin sulfide, a volatile compound found in onions responsible for their sharp smell and taste. When combined with honey, particularly on an empty stomach or in large amounts, allicin sulfide can ferment in the gut, producing excess gas. This often leads to bloating, burping, and a general sense of heaviness in the abdomen. Not exactly the relief you were hoping for. Moreover, both onions and honey are biologically active, containing enzymes, natural acids, and bioactive compounds that can either complement or conflict with each other. Certain enzymes in raw onions are believed to interfere with the beneficial enzymes and antibacterial compounds found in honey. Instead of amplifying each other's protective effects, the combination cancels them out, leaving you worse off than before. There's also anecdotal evidence suggesting that frequent consumption of raw onion and honey together may cause eye strain or irritation, a concern worth noting as we age and become more susceptible to sensitivities. While scientific research on this specific interaction remains limited, traditional medicine sources warn against regular use. emphasizing the importance of respecting boundaries between ingredients. The science behind honey's healing power, a deeper dive. Honey is more than just a sweetener. It's a symphony of nature's finest offerings. To truly appreciate its role in our health, we must first understand the science behind its healing properties. From its antimicrobial compounds to its ability to soothe inflammation, honey is a natural marvel that has stood the test of time. But like any powerful tool, it requires care and intention when used. Let's explore the intricate mechanisms that make honey so extraordinary, and why pairing it correctly matters more than ever as we age. The chemistry of honey, nature's pharmacy in a jar. At its core, honey is a complex blend of sugars, enzymes, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Its golden hue isn't just for show. It reflects the diversity of plant nectar collected by bees. This floral origin gives honey its unique flavor profile and therapeutic qualities. For example, Manuka honey from New Zealand contains methylglyoxal, MgO, a compound with potent antibacterial properties. Meanwhile, buckwheat honey is prized for its high antioxidant content, making it an excellent choice for combating oxidative stress. But what makes honey particularly fascinating is its enzymatic activity. Bees add an enzyme called glucose oxidase to the nectar during the honey-making process. When honey comes into contact with moisture, like saliva or water, this enzyme converts glucose into hydrogen peroxide, a mild antiseptic. This natural preservative not only keeps honey shelf-stable, but also helps it fight off harmful bacteria and fungi. Research has shown that honey can inhibit the growth of pathogens like Staphylococcus aureus and Escherichia coli, making it a valuable ally in wound care and digestive health. In fact, hospitals around the world use medical-grade honey to treat burns, ulcers, and surgical wounds due to its ability to promote tissue regeneration and reduce infection rates. However, these benefits don't come without nuance. The same enzymes and acids that give honey its healing power can interact unpredictably with certain foods. For instance, the organic acids in honey, including gluconic acid and citric acid, can disrupt protein digestion when paired with soy products. Similarly, tannins in tea can bind to iron in honey, preventing absorption. Understanding these chemical reactions allows us to harness honey's full potential while avoiding pitfalls. Honey and digestion, a balancing act. Digestion is a cornerstone of overall health, yet it often becomes less efficient as we grow older. Stomach acid production decreases, enzyme levels drop, and the gut microbiome shifts, leaving many people prone to bloating, constipation, or discomfort after meals. While honey can support digestion in some cases, improper pairings can exacerbate these issues. One of honey's standout features is its prebiotic effect. Prebiotics are non-digestible fibers that feed beneficial gut bacteria, promoting a balanced microbiome. Raw honey contains oligosaccharides, which serve as fuel for probiotics like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. A healthy gut microbiome doesn't just aid digestion. It supports immunity, mental clarity, and even skin health. But here's the catch. Combining honey with incompatible foods can undo these benefits. Take the example of honey and onion. Both ingredients have antimicrobial properties, but their volatile compounds can ferment in the stomach, producing excess gas. For individuals with sensitive digestive systems, this can lead to bloating, burping, or abdominal heaviness. Over time, repeated exposure to such pairings may weaken the gut lining, contributing to leaky gut syndrome or chronic inflammation. To maximize honey's digestive benefits, consider pairing it with soothing, alkaline-rich foods like warm milk or herbal teas. These combinations create a harmonious environment in the stomach, allowing honey's nutrients to be absorbed efficiently. Additionally, drinking honey water on an empty stomach in the morning can gently stimulate bowel movements, offering relief for those dealing with constipation. Honey and mental health, the gut-brain connection. Did you know that your gut and brain are intricately connected? Scientists refer to this relationship as the gut-brain axis, and it plays a crucial role in regulating mood, cognition, and stress responses. Imbalances in the gut microbiome have been linked to anxiety, depression, and even neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Fortunately, honey can play a supportive role in nurturing this connection. Raw honey contains polyphenol, plant-based compounds with anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective effects. Studies suggest that polyphenol can cross the blood-brain barrier, reducing oxidative stress and supporting neuronal function. They've also been shown to enhance memory and focus, making honey a valuable addition to your diet if you're concerned about cognitive decline. Moreover, honey's impact on serotonin production indirectly benefits mental health. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that regulates mood, sleep, and appetite. By aiding tryptophan absorption, as seen in the honey and warm milk pairing, honey helps boost serotonin levels, fostering feelings of calm and contentment. This is especially important for older adults who may experience mood swings or insomnia due to hormonal changes. That said, certain food combinations can sabotage these benefits. For example, pairing honey with caffeine-heavy beverages like black tea can overstimulate the nervous system, leading to jitters or restlessness. Instead, opt for calming herbs like chamomile or peppermint, which complement honey's soothing properties without overwhelming the senses. Cultural wisdom, lessons from traditional medicine. While modern science continues to uncover honey's secrets, traditional medicine offers timeless wisdom about its uses. In Ayurveda, honey is considered a yagavahi, meaning it enhances the medicinal properties of other ingredients while balancing the body's dashas, energetic forces. Practitioners recommend mixing honey with warming spices like ginger or turmeric to improve circulation and combat colds. Similarly, traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, views honey as a harmonizing agent that calms the liver, strengthens the spleen, and nourishes yin energy. TCM practitioners often prescribe honey to counteract dryness, a common concern for older adults, and to ease symptoms of chronic coughs or sore throats. By blending ancient knowledge with contemporary research, we can create holistic approaches to wellness. For instance, combining honey with radish, a practice rooted in folk medicine, offers both respiratory support and immune-boosting benefits. Radish's pungent compounds thin mucus and clear congestion, while honey coats the throat, providing instant relief. Together, they form a simple yet effective remedy for seasonal allergies or persistent coughs. Practical tips for using honey wisely. Now that we've explored honey's multifaceted benefits, let's discuss how to incorporate it into your daily routine safely and effectively. Here are a few guidelines. Start small. Begin with half a teaspoon of raw honey per day, gradually increasing to 1 or 2 teaspoons based on your tolerance. Excessive consumption can spike blood sugar levels, especially for individuals managing diabetes. Pair thoughtfully. Avoid dangerous combinations like honey with soy, tannin-rich teas, or raw onions. Instead, opt for synergistic pairings like honey and cinnamon, honey and warm milk, or honey and radish. Preserve nutrients. Always add honey to warm liquids rather than boiling ones to preserve its delicate enzymes and antioxidants. Aim for temperatures below 160 degrees Fahrenheit, 71 degrees Celsius. Listen to your body. Pay attention to how your body responds to different pairings. If you experience bloating, discomfort, or fatigue, reconsider the combination. 5 proven recipes to maximize honey's benefits. Let's conclude with 5 simple yet powerful recipes that showcase honey's versatility and healing potential. Warm milk and honey. Heat a cup of milk, dairy or plant-based, to 130 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Stir in 1 teaspoon of honey, and sip slowly before bed for better sleep. Cinnamon honey elixir. Mix half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon with 1 teaspoon of honey in warm water. Drink in the morning to boost circulation and immunity. Radish honey syrup. Thinly slice a radish, cover with honey in a jar, and let it sit overnight. Take 1 teaspoon daily for respiratory support. Chamomile tea with honey. Brew chamomile tea, let it cool slightly, then stir in 1 teaspoon of honey for relaxation and digestive comfort. Honey lemon detox drink. Combine the juice of half a lemon with 1 teaspoon of honey in warm water. Enjoy first thing in the morning to hydrate and detoxify. By embracing these practices, you'll unlock honey's full potential, transforming it from a simple sweetener into a cornerstone of your wellness journey.